So this is a short tutorial on how to navigate your Chapter 3 lab. To start, you're going to need to log into Moodle and scroll down to the Chapter 3 section, and you're going to see 3 links. There's a document, a web link, and then the submission link. So I'm going to open up the lab doc first, and that's going to open up in Word. There's spaces between the questions for you to type in your answers. Now, the formatting is not locked, so as you type in that what is after it may move around, and that's okay. You can change it or fix it and alter it in any way that suits your needs. You can also, if you want, change the font size or color or bold it so it makes it a little bit easier for you to follow along the questions that you've answered and the ones that are still left. You'll see there's 3 sections, and these 3 sections creating box and whisker plots, interpreting the box and whisker plots, or we just call them box plots, and then the your turn that we have in section 3 correspond with the web link. So we're going to click on this link. We're going to need to put in this username. There's no password needed. And then when we get there, we're going to type in the quick launch box 121, and then we're going to click on go. So it's going to open up in a new tab. The quick launch box is in the top right corner. I'm going to type 121. Click go, and it's going to prompt you for own 7 bill. I did not create that username. It was automatically generated. Click log in, and it will bring you to the WebQuest. And so the directions for the most part fit what we're going to be doing. The response sheet that they're navigating you to over here at the top right is different than what we have. I had cut out a couple of questions and changed some of the wording, so don't use that response. Use the one that's on Moodle. You'll read through the read. There's 5 little tabs that basically just summarize what we've talked about in class. What are the different parts of the 5-number summary? How do you graph the plot? How to interpret it? And how to find the outlier. So kind of like a little cheat sheet on how to go through the box and whiskers plot. When you click on research, there's 2 sites, and that's going to correspond to the first 2 sections. So on section 1, on your response sheet, you're going to go to site 1 and use that to answer the questions about how they calculated the median, what do you notice about the different quartiles and the whiskers. That will all be on this box and whiskers plots concept page for your first section. And it's pretty short. It's really just kind of walks you through how to set up the box and whiskers plot. The second section is about interpreting it, and it's actually even shorter. If you go back to the research page and click on Site 2, you're really just looking at this part right here where the plot is and comparing what the information that you have for the weight of the rugby players and these 2 box plots. Now you can scroll down and see about the 5-number summary, the outlier and the symmetry, skewness, all of that again. But what it is looking for is you to read this graph basically and come up with some statements about the weights and how they vary from male to female. The last section is for you to just create a box and whiskers plot or a box plot, a modified one, so that you can use your calculator to do this. The numbers are in numerical order, but they're in descending, not ascending, so it's a little bit different. So you can go ahead and find this by hand, your 5-number summary. Your interquartile range you'll have to do by hand. And the outliers, the calculator does do that for you and helps you with that, but it does not identify what the IQ are or what the 1.5 times it will be. If you're using the virtual calculator and you want to cut and paste or snip some of the screenshots and paste it in there, that's fine. Likewise, if you see something in here that is written specifically the way that you want to answer it, you can copy and paste. I know where the information is coming from, so you don't have to worry about plagiarism or anything like that. After you're done, just save your document, come back to Moodle, and submit it using the submission link, and that is your Chapter 3 lab.